mysterious artifacts to crazy conspiracies, here's why you should be concerned about living on the shores of the Atlantic. We start with the curious case of Ocean X. In 2011, the Swedish deep-sea diving team, Ocean X, picked up a strange sonar image while searching for a shipwreck on the floor of the northern Baltic Sea. A lot of people think it looks a bit like the Millennium Falcon. Do you agree too? When the image got out though, all kinds of tabloid newspapers started having a field day with it, saying the object looked like some form of technology, like a UFO for example, or remnants of some kind of ancient civilization. The object has been described as approximately 60 meters in diameter, resting at a depth of around 85 to 90 meters. Now, while everyone was having fun imagining what kind of fantastical ancient underwater city could have existed, or what alien species could have crash-landed their ship, scientists looked at the image and were like, yeah, looks like it's most likely a natural formation. So that kind of sucks, but the UFO thing hasn't been totally ruled out, so that means it's a UFO, right? We'd want you to debate and share your opinions in the comments. Now, let me take you to space. We're talking about eddies, which are basically the black holes of the ocean. Eddies are circular currents, sort of like a whirlpool, that form within the larger ocean currents. Eddies can be small or big. And when I say big, I mean some of these things can be seen from space, which is terrifying. Now, there's not as much mystery surrounding eddies as there is with actual black holes in space. It's pretty obvious where you end up if you're dragged into one of these massive whirlpools. But arguably scarier too, because with a black hole, at least you can hope you'd end up in some new fantastical part of space. With eddies, you just drown. And that's the other horrifying thing about these massive ones. Nothing can escape. Just like a black hole, anything caught up in it gets sucked in. And if you're thinking you can just wait it out, well, maybe you can. But some of these whirlpools can last for hours, days, or in some cases even years. So, good luck. But now, let's move to the Caribbean. Here are a few mysteries that have left many scratching their heads. We're talking about a Cuban underwater city. The discovery of the Cuban underwater city was made by a Canadian company named Advanced Digital Communications. Using advanced sonar technology, the company identified a series of geometrical structures lying about 650 meters deep off the coast of Cuba. These structures look to be symmetrical and arranged in a grid-like pattern, almost like the layout of a city. The team returned to the site a second time with a remote underwater vehicle, which was able to retrieve more sonar images that were interpreted to be various structures that didn't seem like natural formations. Some suggested this was the remnants of a lost civilization maybe, or an ancient city submerged by rising sea levels. However, many marine archaeologists and geologists thought these seemingly man-made structures could also once again be natural formations. Given how long it would have taken for a possible ancient city to have sunk this deep, the timeline is just off. There were no known cultures able to build structures like pyramids that existed that long ago. There is still speculation to this day about this one though. There are many lost cities buried in the ocean that are hard to find even with our advanced technology. But up next is a mysterious artifact that nobody knows the use for. It is called the Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is an ancient Greek device retrieved from a shipwreck in 1901 near the island of Antikythera. It's a complex mechanical calculator dating back to around 100 BCE. The mechanism has gears and dials, so it was probably used to track astronomical positions or predict celestial events like eclipses and planetary motions. Researchers believe it might have been used as a tool for teaching astronomy. It's made of bronze and consists of around 30 gears with inscriptions describing the functions of the various parts. It's often referred to as the first analog computer ever discovered. It was pretty incredible because it shows a level of technological knowledge that we just did not know existed at the time. There's still a lot of mystery surrounding it. Scientists are still not able to understand it properly, and the purpose of the device is still mostly unknown to this day. We can just kind of speculate what it was used for. Of course, there have been plenty of fun conspiracy theories surrounding this too. Was this alien technology shared with our ancestors all those years ago? Is there more of this technology that's simply been lost to time? Again, there's a lot of unexplored ocean out there. Who knows what we'll find in the years to come? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Next up, we have the Portuguese man-o-war. This thing may look like a jellyfish, but that would be your worst mistake. This species of siphonophore can be found in the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. As cool as they look, they're very dangerous. Those tentacles can grow to about 30, sometimes even 100 feet, and they pack a punch. They contain venom-filled stinging structures, which they use to paralyze their prey. Their sting is pretty excruciating, with some describing it as feeling like being cauterized by a hot knife. And although these things aren't typically lethal to humans, you may still get paralyzed and drown, not to mention the excruciating pain. No wonder some people have died as a result of this sting. These things don't just cause pain. Their sting has been known to cause fever, shock, and even mess with people's lung and heart activity. Even their detached tentacles have been known to still sting on occasion. Obviously, a ton of research is being conducted on these amazing animals, and scientists wish to seek medical use from the venom. Sticking to strange-looking fauna, up next is the lion's mane jellyfish, aka the giant jellyfish. The lion's mane jellyfish is a big, scary bugger found in the Atlantic Ocean. Its tentacles can stretch out over 100 feet. Yeah, a giant creature that can sting you with tentacles longer than a blue whale. And those tentacles, again, are very lethal. They're armed with stinging cells that can cause extreme pain to anyone unlucky enough to get too close. They've been known to sting swimmers and even cause breathing problems if the venom gets into the air and water. The lion's mane jellyfish comes in different colors. Some of them are kind of orange and a little bit red. They have big bell-like bodies that can be over 8 feet wide, and these jellies mostly hang out in colder waters where they can drift along with the currents, giving folks a surprise if they swim too close. Obviously, you wouldn't want to come close. Moving on, we have one of the most fascinating and mysterious places on Earth, the Great Blue Hole. The Great Blue Hole is a renowned underwater sinkhole situated off the coast of Belize in the Caribbean Sea. It has a circular shape with a diameter of approximately 1,000 feet, or 300 meters, and a depth of around 410 feet, or 125 meters. Formed during past ice ages when lower sea levels caused the collapse of a cave system, it's a pretty amazing sight too because it has this very distinct deep blue color that really contrasts with the surrounding shallow waters. It's kind of freaky, but as freaky as it is, it attracts a lot of tourists and professional divers who want to go down there to check it out. Divers exploring the hole have encountered unique stalactites, limestone formations, and several marine species, mainly sharks. It does look beautiful, but there are a lot of sharks of various species, and that's kind of scary. From giant holes in the sea, next we have giant squids. You know Kraken, right? These mythical creatures turned out not to be so mythical after all, and in 2004, the first actual sighting of these elusive creatures was made in Japan. Giant squids live in all parts of the ocean at varying depths, and the largest giant squid on record measured 59 feet, weighing nearly a ton, with eyes the size of beach balls. 59 feet. That's about the height of the life-size Gundam that was built in Japan. Take a look at this footage. Yeah, that's scary. That is nightmarish. That's a real-life Kraken. The Kraken is not fictional, and I'm willing to bet that in ancient times, there were even more of these giant beasts swimming around out there. But what are your thoughts on the crazy discoveries from the Atlantic? Do let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon in the next one.